So, sitting in my car, behind my apartment that I still technically have. I have my car set up to live in, and I've slept in my car so far a couple of times, and I've gotten ready in my car, and I've done a couple of the things that I would normally do just to kind of get an idea of what it would feel like. And I was planning on tonight being kind of the, I guess, dry run, so to speak, just to see how this feels, because I have 2 weeks left, I guess, to change my mind, kind of, although maybe I don't really. So I'm looking forward to that, and I don't know, honestly, tonight I feel a little heavy. Even though you may do something of your own will and your own volition, it doesn't mean that that thing is always easy. There are some things about those decisions that might be uncomfortable, challenging, and there are definitely parts of this that are challenging and scary. I'm not crazy. I'm not one of those people that has my head caught up in the clouds. And I think sometimes I second guess myself about why I'm doing this and should I be doing this and all that. Tonight I admitted to a few friends that I hadn't yet, that I'm planning on living in my car, and I tried to explain why, and they expressed a lot of concern. There were a lot of jokes, and I'm sure there was absolutely no harm meant, and they didn't cause any harm, and I don't mean to not upset at all. It just, if you're gonna do something that's against the grain or against the norm, even if you've thought it out for yourself, you have to be prepared for people who don't get it. And also that I think there's some level of just concern. They care, and I can't blame them for that. So, but I do sometimes wonder, am I this crazy person? Because I don't think inside the box all the time. I think, yeah. So I am going to move forward. I am going to follow through and at least give it a try. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something really stupid. That might be true. I imagine I'll figure that out. I know in my first video, I tried to explain why I'm doing this, and there are just so many reasons. Part of it is logical, and part of it is practical, part of it's about saving money, part of it is about evaluating housing and how we do housing, how we should do housing. Part of it is evaluating lifestyle and what kind of lifestyle do I really want. And I'm sure I'll explain in more videos a lot more detail and a lot more in depth of all the things that I think got me here to making this choice. But one of the things I was talking about a couple days ago with a friend of mine I said, I think that us as human beings, we have a finite capacity when it comes to our resources. And I'm thinking about resources such as time. Um, we have so many days and so many hours and so many minutes that we get to live on this planet. And it is finite, and it's not replenishable. It's not replaceable. You don't get it back. Once it's spent, it's gone. But even when it comes to mental and emotional, material, financial, I think each person's capacity is different. But we all have like this little container. We have limits to how much we can fit in our life, whether it is material stuff or immaterial stuff. There is only so much that fits into our life. And I think I just want to figure out how to fill my container mostly with things that matter to me, instead of spending my resources on things that don't. All my life, I think I have been gripped with the reality that I only have so many days. And that's not to be morbid, and that's not to be, I'm not afraid of the end of my life. Because of my faith, which I'm sure you'll hear more about if you keep watching, I think I'm part of a bigger story. But here and now, and in the world that I know and I live in, I only have so much time. I've never been one of those people that wanted the white picket fence life or the American dream life. And there's nothing wrong with what is stereotyped as that. There's nothing wrong with having a house and 2.5 kids and a 2-car garage. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's not actually what I'm talking about when I talk about the American dream or the white picket fence life. I'm talking about, I don't want to get to the end of my life and say that I worked a whole bunch. I had a nice house. I had a decent car. I had a bed to sleep in. So I guess I want to minimize the things or the obstacles that are in my way of spending my time on the things that I care about. As of now, I work a lot. And then I come home to an apartment that I love. There's always something that needs to be done in that apartment. I have built handmade bookshelves for books that I don't read. I have so much space to clean, and there's so much of that space that I don't even use. I have dishes that pile up because I have 10 sets of them for one person. So I don't need to clean them every day, therefore they don't get cleaned every day, and I just spend a lot of time on things that don't matter. And I look at my life and I see my family and my friends, people that I love, slowly drift out of my life because I don't have time for them. And I see people that I wish that I could connect with more on a deeper level. But I don't, because I'm too busy. I don't have time, because I'm spending so much time upkeeping all these material things that I have. So, however big my container is, I don't know. I want to fill it with things that matter, not with things that don't. And maybe this is a stupid way to figure out what that looks like. Maybe it is. Maybe this is really dumb. But at least I'm trying to figure it out. At least I'm trying something. At least I'm not just going along with the rat race because that's what everyone does. I'm not doing this just to try to be different. That's silly. I'm doing this because if I don't try it, I won't know if it works. If I don't try to minimize my life or live with less, I won't know if that's a solution or not. I could get into this and find out that it's a terrible solution, and then it doesn't work, and then it doesn't have the effect that I want it to on my life. And then I'll go right back to renting an apartment, or I'll buy a house, or whatever, and I'll get on with life. But, I don't know. I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to say. At the crux of it, I just think that there's more. There's more than what I'm doing with my life now. I'm trying to figure out how to live a life of meaning. And I may not figure that out, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. And I'm nervous. I very well might fail. I don't know, maybe that's the thing that I need to be okay with. I've never been very good at being okay with that. Anyways, so tonight is the dry run. So here goes nothing. Guess we'll see how this works.